Stu and Dave Do America present Democrat candidate versus twerking for votes.
This is what I do, because I am an ethical person. I'm classy. I'm a classy bitch. Am I not?
Running in Michigan, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, can't wait to get her thrown out of my next show in Royal Oak.
I feel like it's a good time to discuss the negative aspects of alcohol. That's what I take from that particular video.
Is it getting drunk off of Michelob Ultra and then twerking on your countertop?
Yes, that's one of the first signs that you have a problem and perhaps shouldn't go into the government in any capacity.
That's true. Should you also have a booty if you're going to twerk?
That's a good question. I don't know what's the ruling on that.
I think you should have one.
And you say that she doesn't.
I don't. I feel like she's white.
It's because she's white.
Yeah, not that white people don't have nice booties, if you will.
Right.
But she does not.
She does not.
No, I'm sure she may not get a lot of likes or a lot of donations. I'm sure a lot of people will or have blocked her number. Other than that, God help us all.
I mean, not to typecast here, but there's a certain type that she fits right into. That everybody's known someone like her from just that 20-second video. I can put her exactly in a category.
Is that somebody trying to get out of a DUI?
Yeah. Yes. You ever watch those YouTube compilations where it's just the women who are like, "Hey, I'll do anything at all."
You're like,
what, vomit on me? Is that what you're proposing here?
Yeah, like, ma'am, it's one foot in front of the other, not grinding on my leg.
All right, speaking of people who have even lower standards, let's talk about Hollywood today and do Hollywood's inability to learn from their mistakes. Welcome to Stu and Dave Do America. I'm Stu Burguiere, along with Mr. Dave Landau.
Hello, and we meet again. Hi.
And?
Ahoy.
Thank you. I mean, I don't mean to
You're right.
hold you into it, but you did seem like you were forgetting it.
I was forgetting
And everyone gets pissed off when you forget it.
I know.
They get in the comments.
Thank heavens you were here.
No. That's the one good deed I will do today.
I appreciate it.
Let me tell you about BlazeTV, blazetv.com/Stu and Dave. Use the code Stu and Dave and save $20 off your subscription. We would love if you joined us, because then you can be the one in the comments annoyed that Dave didn't say ahoy at the beginning of the show. That is what we do with our BlazeTV.
Yes.
Members.
And may I mention, we're going to start putting the sketches behind the paywall, some of them. That are
wow.
going to be just for the subscribers.
Ooh.
I'm not saying you're not going to get any here either. You will. I'm just saying we're going to put special ones for the people that want to support us.
Extra stuff.
Because we want to support you.
So please join us at BlazeTV. I mean, sketches, that's a big thing. So
Yes.
if you're going to get that, you got to join BlazeTV, blazetv.com/Stu and Dave. Also want to tell you about Dave's upcoming tour dates. Some new added ones here, Dave, I see.
Yes. Well, this Wednesday you can see me in San Francisco. Don't worry, the show will still be on here. You can see it.
Nice.
Somehow. We don't know how we're going to do
Just
it.
be doing it from a bathhouse.
That's correct. In San Francisco with sticky rainbows behind me. Also, that would be Cobb's Comedy Club.
That's not the bathhouse.
No,
by the
no.
way. Just to be clear, Cobb's Comedy Club, we're going to be doing your comedy.
Correct.
We'll be doing this show from a bathhouse.
That's correct. Yes, that's where I'll be sleeping while I'm there. It's near Fisherman's Wharf that used to be good. Used to be able to get a nice, well, I guess you still can get kind of a version of, what do you call it? The clam chowder that was so popular at one point.
I don't want to know that
Get
story.
a whole
But
mouthful of it.
I will say I was down in that area in February, and it is very touristy. It doesn't seem like it. Maybe it was an illicit area at one point. It seems now like it's more like a carnival. Like it's.
Oh, it used to be awesome. Like, honestly, you used to be able to go there and get, like, some of the best soup and
I just assumed that was a horrific reference.
Well, it was both. It was a double entendre.
okay.
But it was, but you used to be able to do, it used to be a little bit more, I don't know, independent and nice and fun, and now it's...
Ghirardelli Square is down there, and it's just a really nice couple restaurants, a nice square on the water, and it's sponsored by a chocolate company.
Yeah, it's okay.
It was cool. I like the area.
Yeah,
It's cool,
yeah.
but it does not seem like it's I wouldn't say authentic San Francisco screams out of it.
That's what I mean, yeah. But I will go by the Full House house. Just so I can see if I can take pictures of people doing terrible things to each other on that lawn in front of it. If I can get somebody defecating on the lawn in front of the Full House, I might pay somebody just to do it for the photo. Not that I really will. May 21st, Sacramento. This weekend, Fort Worth, Texas, at Hyenas. This Sunday, I'm going to be recording a special at the Creek and Cave in Austin, Texas. And also, new announcement, Little Rock, Arkansas, June 11th through 13 at the Looney Bin.
That's a lot. Wow. 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th in multiple states. This is the work that Dave does for you. So please be aware. Now, I, on the other hand...
I owe dangerous people money.
Yes. I, on the other hand, will walk into the other room for about 40 minutes. That's my dedication level to you to do Predictable. Predictableshow.com is the place to go. You can put your email in and get all the updates on these markets. You can make some money with me, I hope, and then also get some information on the news and the elections that are coming up. One of the things we talked about a little bit, Dave, was this Gina Carano fight from over the weekend. And I talked about how I just like Gina Carano.
Sure.
So what I wanted to do was to put money on her. I did not do that because I was started reading about it a little bit. I'm not an MMA guy really, but I saw that there was a fight between, or like there was a back.
I mean, you watch it. You just practice, or
I'm not in it or watching. I don't.
okay.
I'm really just not a fan of it.
I can tell by looking at you.
I know. I haven't taken many punches in my life, I will say.
Okay.
You might say, "What, you have a punchable face," which is true. However,
Took the words out of my mouth.
I just stay away from people. That's all. I just like to be in my nice little cozy house. That's it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have the Dave stories. Like we were talking about this before.
I've been punched a lot.
Yeah, I figured so. Right. I mean,
I've thrown punches.
And you've thrown punches too. I grew up in suburban Connecticut. So there's just none of that stuff going on.
Fencing?
No, not even.
Not even fencing.
We were on the wrong side of the cities for like the high upper crust type stuff.
Okay.
I was just in a nice little shoreline community.
Shoreline sounds rough.
Well, I mean, again, I'm talking inside Connecticut.
You and
here.
Doughboy were riding around in your 6'4" Impala?
No.
Doing drive-by water ballooning?
No, we didn't do anything like that. It was like we lived near the place with good pizza. That was basically what we were known as.
Oh, wow.
People like the seafood and the pizza.
So that's what you were. That's why you were a little heavy.
No, first of all, back in that time, I wasn't.
Really?
No, I added that after.
Metabolism?
Yeah,
I'm not knocking you. I've been plenty big in my life.
I went back in that time. It was sports and when you're your teenage years, early 20s, like it's easy. You just run around and you just look fine. And then
they force gym on you.
Right.
At least they used to. I think they don't anymore.
Yeah, they might not.
Yeah.
But then you start eating the same way and you think you can just keep doing that for your whole life. It was after I moved to Florida. When I started putting on weight, it was like off of like Checkers in like Fort Lauderdale.
Which is the best weight you want to put on.
Oh, it's the healthiest weight.
Is curly fries from Rallies, essentially.
Yes, Rallies or
Rallies, Checkers.
Yes, Checkers, same thing. I love those fries. And they were actually at we're never going to get to the story.
Wow, I can't believe we're back into fast food and it's been 8 seconds.
So bad. This is the problem. I'm so susceptible. I have no self-control.
I don't know why we don't have any fast food sponsors. We do it for free.
Oh my God, yeah. Just deliver a big pile of grease, and I'm sure wind up eating it.
Talk over while we eat it.
So that's our sales pitch for you today. Just join Blaze TV. You'll get the sketches, and then deliver us fast food, and we'll talk about you.
Right.
But I was talking about the Gina Carano fight. So the Gina Carano fight, I was reading about it that she's a striker. She's throwing punches, where Ronda Rousey, who's a little bit younger, a little bit more active, she'd been doing like WWE stuff, and she's a grappler. And they're like, once she gets a hold of Carano, it's probably the lights out. And I was like, well, that probably could happen. But again, you get a few minutes, maybe she can get a couple good shots in or whatever. The whole fight lasted 17 seconds.
Well, Ronda's a professional fighter.
Well, so was Gina Carano.
Yeah, that's true. But don't you think Ronda a little bit more?
Yeah,
You've had to weigh the two.
Well, apparently now I really believe that.
I've only seen Ronda live because I brought my son to WrestleMania.
Okay.
But I've never seen her actually. I mean, that is obviously very brutal, but it's
a different type of thing.
Different type of thing, yeah. But I do like Ronda. I don't like how when the women work out, they lose their breasts.
Gosh, you always able to just get under the first layer. A
just-
lot of people talking about the surface, the fight itself,
Right.
and you're like, what about their breasts going away?
I feel like it would be better if they were able to keep their asses and breasts and then fight.
Can we get a scientist on to see how that would be
Right.
possible for Dave,
I'm just saying for viewers
for viewers as well?
or me.
I think the answer to this, by the way, is surgery.
Is that what it
I
is?
believe that if you
You're right.
surgically enhance yourself, you can have that.
You
pull that
could,
off.
but I feel like there's some danger there.
Really? In
Yeah,
what way?
I don't know. You could open the stitch wounds.
I think you wait for them to heal. You don't do the fight with stitches still.
I mean, that's
I mean, there's a certain class of MMA where you go in there with the stitches. It's the same one that's next to the strip club where the 2 p.m. girls are hanging out. Like that's not that, you don't want that.
well, those girls have to learn to defend themselves.
Yes.
I mean,
That's
and
true.
Actually, that's not. It's not. Their pimp is not going to let them go and take self-defense classes.
Very good. That's
I
true.
know that from years of pimping women.
That's true. Dave is in the Pimp Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio.
That is actually true. Have you been there?
I have.
I have quite a golden chalice. It's pretty massive.
Very nice.
My pimp hand used to be very strong.
No, that's true. That's true. People still talk about it.
Actually, I could never pimp women.
No?
Look at me. Look at the size of me. You got my money? No? All right.
All right.
I'll see you later.
All right, sweetie.
I'll be back. No, you won't. Okay. I tripped on my cape because I'm short. Will one of you bitches help me up? I'm bleeding all over my hat.
You don't want to have a cape that's too long. That's a really sad, that's a thing that happens to people.
They just don't make pimp capes my size.
No.
That's the main reason I don't pimp.
Right.
It's just the suits they make.
And you just didn't think, go to a tailor, get it altered. You just didn't get there, unfortunately, your prime pimp years.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Don Magic Juan, who is a real pimp, has no money and one suit, by the way. I don't think pimping is very lucrative anymore.
No, I don't think so.
No, like you have to, it's too obvious. I think trafficking is, and not that I'm encouraging it, but we all need a job. But pimping itself, when you're kind of giving it away when you got the drop top caddy and you're wearing all the velour.
It's not really a reason that you have to fit certain stereotypes to pimp, though. I would. My guess is there are pimps that are successful. They just intentionally don't look like pimps because everyone knows if you look like if you've got like purple velour and tiger print, that you're gonna wind up being you like everyone's gonna know in advance.
Yeah, but you don't want to go. You don't want to wear your Joseph A. Banks suit to the Players Ball, do you?
I don't know. I think maybe that's the way to go. Like, remember every once in a while, like there's a basketball coach who he's not wearing the warm ups. He's in the full suit.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And there's a certain thing that stands out about that. I think if you're a pimp, this is just our advice. I mean, my advice, and you tell me.
I think you're right.
I think you just if you're getting into pimping right now, I think you come up with a different, more dignified look. You kind of put a nice little package around the pimping, and maybe it's a more successful and lucrative career for you.
I think you're right. You look a little bit more like a banker.
Yeah.
And people are going to take you a little bit more seriously. In fact, you could sit down, you could have a desk, a little office.
Yeah.
And be like, what is it you're looking for in a hoe?
Yes. Yes.
Instead of home.
Yeah.
Like a real estate office. And you could just sit there and kind of show what you have.
Take applications, you run their credit.
I think you're right. Yeah.
You do the whole thing.
Yeah, there's a whole new way to pimp. And you're like, look, she's volunteering to be a hoe. This isn't forced.
No.
I didn't kidnap her.
No, I think you're like recruiting. You know what I mean? Like you come out, you ask, but like, you want people also going through the transfer portal and they're coming to you from other pimps.
And she comes in well dressed with your coffee and you're
Yeah.
like, thank you, Sheila.
I always thought that was an inexplicable thing about street prostitutes.
Yeah.
They tend to just have a look to them. And it's like, I think
Of distress.
of stress and fear.
And fear, sure.
Not when you're their pimp, though.
No.
They don't feel that way about you because you're wearing a banker's suit. Of
course.
Your pimp knows your credit score. How could they possibly be threatening you?
Exactly. I'm driving a very sensible
Yeah.
car. It's a Ford Taurus. It's not brand new. Obviously, they stopped making them.
Yeah.
But it's still a reasonable car. It's a good A to B.
Great A to B car. That's the way you operate. And I think like when the women themselves, instead of dressing in like the fishnets, the one shoulder, bikini top that somehow forms barely over each nipple.
Right.
Like just why not wear something nice and respectable?
Exactly.
Just like a nice business suit. You know, a nice.
You don't need them wearing some sort of broken nose cast.
Right, exactly.
That doesn't make you look like a good man.
No.
You want them to, you have them out there in a pantsuit maybe. You have to guess what's there.
Right.
That's the thing. There's a little bit of mystery that way.
Dress for the job that you want.
Like a Hillary Rodham.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean
No,
her. No, that's the wrong road. I mean the pantsuit. I don't mean the woman.
Something, nice.
I don't mean the demon in the pantsuit.
What's the Cake song? A short skirt, long jacket.
Yes.
With that type of vibe.
I like that.
I think that would be nice.
Yeah, yes, you do need the short skirt because you're like, look at the legs.
Right.
Everything else, you got to guess.
But yeah, like not, these are just recommendations. I mean, I'm not in this field. Sometimes I feel like, you get into, you're not an expert. You're coming in with outside knowledge.
Sure.
But at times, Dave, I think certain businesses need to look at it from an outside perspective to understand how to improve.
Yes, I agree. And I think it's easy to tell usually if it's a hoe.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I
guess that's part of it. Like you want people to know you're not just an attractive woman on the side of the road, because then they will come up to you. They will propose certain things they wouldn't to a normal average woman. But
plausible deniability.
Right. Exactly.
It's important.
I think it's important though, and we're just trying to help. I think really this show is not going to be known for the show itself. It's going to be all
or just known in general.
Yeah. Potentially infamous. That's at least
a good word. I like that.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
We'll get to that. Okay, so we didn't get to any of the story yet. Let me tell you about Gina Carano. One of the reasons why I brought this up was because instead of going with Gina Carano in her fight to support her, because I like her and I'm annoyed about what happened to her with the whole getting fired for no reason thing.
Sure.
I decided my way of supporting her, instead of going with anything in the fight, because I was very unsure about it and I know nothing about MMA, I went with a market that was the Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
Oh, good.
Under 65% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Because I just feel like it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Do you have a feeling on this? You have a vibe on this movie?
Yeah, well, Pedro Pascal's in it. So he was in my colonoscopy I had 2 weeks ago. The least shitty thing he's done. Honestly, I don't understand it because it's a TV show, right? It's like, okay, it used to be that when you liked a movie so much, you would end up like you'd watch it at home on video. Mm-hmm. And this is like the complete opposite, where you've been watching it at home and you've lost interest and now they want you to go to the theater and see it.
Right.
That's what I don't get. But they do have new Coca-Cola drinks.
They do?
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
I am too. It's based on the movie, so you can look like Jabba the Hutt without feet as well.
I will say, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's the one benefit, is you can go there and get your Jabba the Hutt Coca-Cola drink while you watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah, by the way, the flavors are Mandalorian Beskar Brew, which, look, this sounds interesting. I don't know. I'm a soda connoisseur, Dave. I don't know if you know this about me. To the extent that I have an entire refrigerator, full-size refrigerator filled with various types of sodas in our laundry room.
Yeah.
And I fill it up all the time. I spent like an hour filling it up this weekend. It's fantastic. It's
a lot of time.
It's basically the best thing about my life. I mean, no offense to my family and whatever else.
I get it.
It's great. I love it. In fact, it's certainly the best thing about their life.
Sure.
Because they get to go back there and choose a delicious soda. These are the new flavors. They're very strange to me. Mandalorian Beskar Brew, which is a creamy vanilla root beer. Great start.
That is a good
vanilla
start.
Root beer, I'm in. Meets a burst of juicy grape. A grape root beer. That one is very interesting. Then you got Grogu Galactic Green Lemonade, which is, I don't know, a little bit maybe more traditional, but sounds kind of good.
Sounds like the Ecto Cooler.
Yeah.
The thing they release for every movie.
Yes, for Ghostbusters. I remember that. Galactic twist on lemonade where tangy lime meets sweet pineapple for a crisp, refreshing sip.
That's good because if your wife goes down on you, it tastes better. The pineapple helps.
I've heard that.
Have you?
I have heard it, actually.
Tell your audience.
I don't know if it's accurate.
Tell Glenn's audience what you've heard.
Not from Glenn, thankfully.
No,
I think when I was 11,
it'd be
Dave.
weird if the second the cameras go off.
He's like, by the way,
let me tell you something.
let me tell you about pineapples. That's Glenn. As soon as he gets off, he starts talking just like that.
Yeah.
That's what he sounds like. His voice changes.
His real voice. Let me tell you about what makes it taste good. This is a binary raspberry concoction. What's wrong?
Wait, do you think it's going to be?
You can't get fired. You're not on a show anymore.
No, I don't believe me. I spent years trying to get fired. Here I am. I finally had to leave.
Worth it?
So, $80 million launch is what they're projecting for this stupid movie.
Do you think so?
But $80 million is bad. Let me give you a little.
Oh, I forgot that we're living in the now times.
Right.
Right. Okay.
80 million. The first Star Wars been on screen since COVID. The Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, which was the last one, right?
Right.
177.3 million. So now they're looking at, hey, we might get to half if we're lucky.
That's bad.
It's bad, right? I mean, look, it's not terrible. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning was 79 million. Solo, the Star Wars story, which I actually like, isn't terrible. It's one of those that's looked, I think, as one of the worst ones. I thought it was fine. It wasn't any worse. I mean, the last two actual Star Wars movies were way worse than Solo.
One where he died was all right.
Oh my gosh, can we cut that out? Spoiler alert.
I'm sorry,
Somebody
spoiler.
died in Star Wars.
Han Solo.
That one was good. I thought that one was actually really good.
Yeah, I went to the bathroom. I'm not kidding. We went with my entire family, and I go to the bathroom, and I come back, and I'm like, "Where's Han Solo?"
That really happened.
I swear to God, on my life. And my cousin, who had already seen the movie, was like, "Oh, I should have stopped you from going to the bathroom right then." I'm like, "So you knew I was going the part where Han Solo dies?"
I mean, that's unforgivable.
Yeah.
He has to be excommunicated from the family.
It was really not cool.
Yeah, I watched.
There was a Jeep driving around too, right after the movie came out, that says Han Solo dies.
Oh no. I remember that happened too with one of the Harry Potter movies. I don't know. I didn't watch any of them, but somebody died in it, and it was a big deal. And they just had it was like the beginning of the YouTube videos where they would just walk around and go, "Hey, how did you like the movie?" And they're like, "Oh, we can't wait to see it." And like, "Oh, did you know that blank died?" Whoever the person was. And they're like, "What?" Just tortured children. That's our entertainment these days.
My friend did that when we were, my brother did it to my friend. I had watched Usual Suspects, and we were big into indie films. We're I think we were 12 when this came out.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to tell Chaz Palminteri this story, which made me happy. But we're sitting there, me and my friend Sean, and my brother comes downstairs, looks at Kevin Spacey, and goes, "That's Kaiser Sose." And I was like, "Dude."
Oh.
And I'm like, "Don't worry, it doesn't ruin the film." And so we watched the rest of it, and he's like, "That absolutely ruined the entire film."
I mean, it's on the level of Bruce Willis is already dead in Six. It's that level of betrayal.
Yeah, because you'd be watching it going, yeah, clearly nobody's talking to him.
Right. This is obvious. Why did I not see this before? But you have to experience that moment live to make the movie great. I watched my daughter, who's 13. She had never seen any of the Star Wars movies, and I decided, I need to walk you through this. And I started watching with both my son and my daughter. My son lasted the first 40 minutes or so of the original Star Wars are really slow when you watch.
Oh yeah, they are.
You realize that when you're watching it with your kids, you're like, how did I even get through this? It was really slow. But she made it through, and then started appreciating them. So we started with episode 4, 5, 6. Then we went back to the prequels 1, 2, 3. She's totally into it. Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Probably the peak. She was, and I've always defended that movie as actually legitimately good. It kind of rips off from the other movies, but it's pretty good, I think.
Is that the one?
That's the one you were just talking about with Han Solo.
Oh yeah, that one.
The Force Awakens.
Yeah, that one was good.
Really, I think it was really good. It has a bad reputation, and it kind of just tells the exact same story as the original, but it's still really good. I think really well done and interesting throughout, and exciting as a movie. And then I mean, she was so pumped at this point. We've been through all these movies. She's so pumped. And then we turn on that episode 8. And I mean, at the end, she was just like, yeah, all right, I'm going to bed. It was no interest. And episode 9 didn't bring her back. It's legitimately those two. Even the prequels, she was kind of fine with. Kind of fine with what was the guy's name? And Jar Jar Binks, kind of liked him.
I don't know. I saw that with my dad, and his tumor got bigger. I'm not kidding. He got sicker after we saw that.
Wow, you blame Star Wars.
It didn't help.
Yeah, that's true.
Legitimately, it didn't help.
Mm-hmm. No, certainly didn't cure cancer.
It didn't tell you that much.
That much we know. We can confirm.
No, I think with those movies, they were bad, but there was this part too where they re-released the Star Wars, if you remember, before those movies, where they're like, we've added CGI.
Yeah.
So then you just had you had Jabba walking. With Han, and you're in the theater going, this is trash.
Yeah.
So that was the beginning of being upset about it?
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Right. And they did all those choices, and then they, the old Spaceballs joke of them just merchandising. They went too crazy on that route. They're doing that again here, by the way, on this particular movie. They're going to the extremes on it, and look, it's a lot. The whole Mandalorian concept was like, hey, what if we did an adorable puppy dog version of Yoda? Like, it's pathetic.
Yeah, and Baby Yoda swept the nation for a minute.
And it worked.
It did,
It worked for a while, but I don't know. I think this is going to be a big thing.
I think it sucks.
And Pedro Pascal sucks.
I didn't mind the first season of that show he was on, The Last of Us or whatever.
Okay.
And then it just jumped the shark immediately, like most shows do now.
Yeah.
They got 2 seasons.
Yeah,
we need to make shows like England. Do 2 seasons and just be done.
Call it a day.
Yeah.
And then you just keep it forever. So we're not even going to get to it. We're going to do like 40 episodes of the show and just shut it down.
That's it.
Then you'll remember it fondly or at all, maybe.
We'll
see.
Or we're going to do 1 million.
Oh, yeah. Let's turn on the merchandising. We got to get some merch out there.
We do have to get merch. People were asking me last weekend about merch, actually. We do need some Stu and Dave merch.
Yeah, we'll get to that very soon.
All right, Dave's like a little bigger.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so we have more to get to. We didn't get to about half of the stack for that first segment, as is normal, and we're about 8 minutes too long. So all of that together tells me it's time to go to commercial. Back in a second. You might watch the show and think they must never sleep because they just seem loopy every day, which is a fair opinion, honestly.
True.
But not actually true when it comes to me, at least. When it comes to sleep, I get a lot of sleep because I've got a ghost bed. Now, bad sleep can
As if you have clan bed.
Well, right, yes. That's not exactly.
Not a good company.
No, you don't want them. This is Ghost Bed, much, much better. If you are one of those people that usually have one moment where you suddenly realize like something's wrong with your sleep, maybe you have this slow process where you start waking up tired and your back feels stiff in the morning and you keep flipping the pillow over because you're just too hot and you can never get comfortable. And you start accepting that as normal life. You don't have to do that. Sometimes it's not age. Sometimes it's just a bad mattress. And that's one of the things that people love and I love about my Ghost Bed. Don't think about your mattresses as pieces of furniture. Think of them as an engineered sleep system designed to help your body actually recover while you sleep.
And my doctor told me I will spend over 3/4 of my life on a mattress. So these things are important.
Your history is a little different than most people, but a lot of people say 1/3.
Oh,
that was the thing that actually won me over to just buying whatever mattress I thought was the best. Because if you think about it, like there's certain ways you can improve your life, right? A lot of people are like, I got to get a better job. You spend a third of your life doing that job, but it's hard to get a new job and improve your career and all those other things, right? That's difficult. I got to improve my dating life.
Years.
I mean, look at where you are. I mean, it's gone spiraled down a toilet. You have a situation where like your dating life, right? Where like that, these things might be very difficult for people to improve. You can improve your bed pretty easily. You just go to Ghost Bed.
My dating life has fallen off since marriage.
It's been a little bit.
It really put a damper on it.
It does do that. 101 nights to figure out if you like this bed, and it's not going to take you that long. You're going to love it, and if you don't feel the difference, you can send it back risk-free. GhostBed is offering the Memorial Day sale right now, plus an extra 10% off for this particular audience. Go to ghostbed.com/Stu and Dave. Ghostbed.com/Stu and Dave. Use the promo code Stu and Dave. It is ghostbed.com/Stu and Dave. Promo code Stu and Dave.
What would he do if he came back here and find all these suitors in his house?
They're pining me for a daddy. You didn't even know. Like some sniveling bastard.
Who's looking after your wife and son?
Do you see?
My dad is coming home.
Bringing vengeance. Bringing it all.
As the trailer of the Odyssey coming soon from Christopher Nolan become a bit of controversy around this that have grown and largely. I think he's not the first person to make the criticism, but Elon Musk was talking about it quite a bit. Elon Musk blasts the Odyssey over casting of Lupita Nyong'o as Helen of Troy. How comfortable did I sound saying Lupita Nyong'o.
It sounded like you said it just right. Like you're very. It sounded like you yourself are very ethnic.
Yeah, thank you. I thought so. That's what people say about me.
I don't know. I guess she's pretty. She's not really the face that launches 1,000 ships.
No.
She's more the face you get frozen yogurt with once. You know, the Tinder face that you match up but never meet up with.
Right.
That sort of face.
It's like when you're on Tinder after 3 months and you've gone through a lot of swiping.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, she's not quite last call.
Right, exactly. I actually don't even know what she looks like, frankly.
She's fine.
She pretty?
I mean, I think a lot of this stuff, because we're going to go through the casting. The problem is Nolan wants to win Oscars. He wants to get accolades. And now the Academy's pretty much, I mean, I shouldn't say pretty much, they have mandated all this stuff.
Yeah.
You have to have certain people in certain roles. So he's just stacking the deck in his favor.
It did seem like that.
And that's what sucks is like, I don't think this is so much his choice as what you almost have to do to get the accolades, the accolades that you want in film.
Or Escalades.
Or Escalades.
Depends.
Look, if you want to buy an Escalades with your accolades,
You can
some
do it.
Escalades with your accolades.
That's the way to do it.
That's what I would buy.
I also, like, it seemed, watching the trailer there, that the language seemed a little different than you'd expect from a movie like this. Like, at one point, he was like, brah, come on.
Well, it's
I think they used Sigma at one point in there. Like, it's getting very strange.
Sigma Chi rules.
It's like,
At one point, he's just like, nerds.
bro, you have no riz. Like, what, it's a weird line. It did seem that way a little bit.
Hey, bro, just hits different.
Yeah,
It just hits different.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Can you tell I have 13 and 14-year-olds? There's a lot of that language I could go off with. But it doesn't seem like and this is one of the criticisms of it. It doesn't seem like they hit the time period exactly. It doesn't seem, they obviously, Helen of Troy, now these are, again, mythical characters, right? They're not real people. So I don't know. Can you go off, like, for example,
You learn something new every day. All right. Go on. I don't know.
You're not an expert on the Odyssey?
I guess not.
I
thought I was.
Look, I spent a good 35 seconds prepping for this segment, so I know.
I watched the trailer.
There you go. This is one of the things where it just feels like they put Lupita Nyong'o in this particular role, typically portrayed as a white person.
Right.
And then in addition to that, they have Elliot Page in a role.
Oh.
Now, you know Elliot Page, you may know Elliot Page as Ellen Page.
Correct.
Star of a great movie, Juno.
Also super.
There's a few.
She's been in a few.
Yeah, she's been in a few good movies.
She plays a pregnant woman in Juno.
In Juno,
Pregnant girl.
she did. That was a great. I love that movie. I will say this might be her most challenging role as a man, which she's trying to pull off now.
Because
on a
now
day-to-day
she looks
basis.
like Mark Wahlberg's younger brother with a blood disorder.
That's an incredible description. I would say that's accurate. It's accurate. She does not. She does not look like a guy. She looks like, she's like she seemingly transitioned from a woman into a little boy.
Who is he or she, I don't know anymore, playing?
So there was a rumor that she was going to play as Achilles, which is a very,
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot to pull off. Let's just put it that way. That is now apparently not true. They think that she is, as playing Elpenor.
Okay, so Elliot's playing a self-destructive character.
Yes, I believe so.
That makes sense.
Does.
I mean, look, he's casting it all right.
Right.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
This character, and I remember this, of course, because I totally remember when I read the Odyssey back in like high school. That
the character was a titless freak.
Yes, that, and dies also like as the Star Trek character who dies at the beginning of every episode.
None of them trans ever die. Does this character die by its own hand after stabbing up a school? I'm sorry.
No, it's
Clip that, Media Matters.
No. That's what you call that wasn't even a joke. That was what you call insightful commentary on the world that we live in.
That's
true.
what
that was. Because that's happening a little too much, boys and girls. If you happen to be a boy that's turned into a girl or a girl that turned into a boy, maybe a little bit less of that, please.
Yeah, if
a
you
little
could.
less.
Just saying, it would be good for your own cause to not do that as much.
It would be great for your own cause to try to stop murdering a bunch of children.
Yeah.
Again,
or a lunchroom of children, like he was about to say.
Either way. I was going to say, I think we all know, of course, that's
Or having a
with every
boxed
person.
lunch.
Yeah, yes.
That's what. Is she? Does she date men? He?
Elliot/Ellen Page. I have
Ellen?
no idea.
I'm really trying here.
what they're up to.
I'm trying to do the right thing and name.
The right thing on this channel, by the way, is to call her. I have been in trouble for the whole trans thing before. When it not in my particular home life when I'm going out, those incidents have gone over very well. But I'm talking about when I'm talking about it on conservative media. I have been in trouble.
Sure, people get upset about
They
it.
get upset about it when you screw it up the quote unquote right way. Like if you say Elliot Page just off the top of your head because you're just blowing through a break and not thinking about it, they get mad at you.
I don't mind pretending to respect their pronouns.
No, I don't mind being polite to someone, and even if they're making very strange decisions or dealing with something serious inside of the noggin, it's okay to be very nice to people, and I always would say that. But I also have to live in a world where I am able to determine truth. And when truth occurs, I need to be able to say what that truth is. That's just like a little thing that I try to hang on to.
That's absurd. In this world?
I know it is absurd in this world.
Also, if you do break down the truth, Elliot Page had a, what do you call it? Like a
Vagina?
Right. Correct. That's the word I was looking for. I forget what they're called.
Oh, wow. And you're a parent.
I have
you'd
to
be better
think
at
of
that.
creative words for it. I don't want to say vagina.
Mm-hmm.
It'll sound weird coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, what Pat Gray prefers hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
Yes, that's the
So
one he uses.
you want to teach your kid the scent of a woman?
I guess so.
Which, boy, that's a weird name. Now that I'm just that whole movie. So the hoo-ha is the scent of a woman, which a vagina is a scent of a woman.
It seems dirty when you say it, Dave.
I know, well, now that I'm realizing what, wow, that's a lot to swallow.
It is.
Which many women have said to me.
That's not what we see again. You needed to top yourself, and that was not necessary. Okay,
Yes,
it probably was. We need to take a break. We have.
Oh, sorry, real quick. Personal trainer. She had a personal trainer that was a monster.
Okay.
That if people look into, that I think abused her. That's a serious thing.
Wow. So wait, I cut off your actual commentary
With a
my
joke.
dumb joke.
It's like
You wanted to get to a serious
we're
point the
turning
whole
into
time.
each other.
We are. We're
What's
transing.
happening here?
We're transing.
We're
It's happening.
transitioning.
I'm turning into Dave, and Dave's turning into me. Okay, we need to talk about Tiger Woods. He's home from rehab. We have updates on Tiger's new life. Back in a second. Tiger Woods is back in Florida. He's on U.S. soil for the first time since heading to Switzerland for rehab in early April. This is according to the news source that we go to all the time for everything, TMZ. And by the way, this report is basically he got off a plane. But he is home. He had been in an exclusive, ultra-expensive Swiss rehab facility.
Sorry, what?
Ultra-expensive Swiss rehab facility.
He went to Switzerland for rehab.
He did.
That's white privilege.
That is the white part of him.
Isn't he known now for being more addicted to hot Nordic blondes than he is alcohol?
That's a great point.
So they said, you know where you should go to rehab? Where they make all the hot Nordic blondes.
Right. Where they're constantly producing them.
Right.
18, 19 years ago that you're going to love the new models.
Right.
That is a little strange now that I think about it. It's like, I'm recovering from cocaine addiction in Colombia.
Yeah, it's where are we going to go to get off alcohol? The Budweiser factory is going to be the best place for you.
Boulder, Colorado is where you're going for your rehab.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a little strange of a location.
Yeah, it's a bit
although
odd.
not for, again, he can go wherever he wants.
Just getting off heroin in the poppy fields of Afghanistan.
Kandahar and Jalalabad. You're going to be back and forth between them.
It's the Golden Triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. Wow. Good on him though. I'm sure it's probably going to stick this time.
You think?
We'll know if he keeps his Escalade, which you can buy with accolades, upside up, not upside down.
It's
right side up.
It's really, and I don't know if I pitched this to you yet, Dave, but like, how does either Tesla or Waymo not sign up Tiger Woods as a spokesperson? You know, they have auto drive on their cars. The man gets into a car every 6 months. He's got a new accident. Like, you're Tiger Woods, you can afford, but like, I understand you don't want to, maybe you don't want to bring in somebody else. Maybe you've got to, whatever the dumb reason is, you don't want to use your driver. He's the perfect spokesperson. Tesla should pay him a fortune for this.
Absolutely. Well, he doesn't want to meet somebody who's a stranger. So you just have a Waymo pick him up, and it's like, you don't have to know this robot. And it's just him drunk in the back, just take me home.
Yeah.
I used to be somebody.
I do know that Waymos they're not very, I rode in one in San Francisco recently.
Right.
They're not very large, so I don't know how many, 19-year-old Nordic women you can fit into this particular
that's true.
Automobile. But I mean, just the Tesla's got a couple SUV, got an SUV, right? Like those big gull wing doors, just have one of those pop up. You sit in the back, let that thing drive you. That's fantastic.
Get one of those. It's no problem. Or just make one with trunk space. Or Cadillac, make a self-driving Escalade.
Right. Do they have them yet? No, not yet.
I don't know if they do.
I don't think they
I've been in a couple electric Cadillacs. They are fast. They're pretty sweet,
nice.
man.
I got to say.
I know. I'm not going to buy electric, but they're sweet.
I got to say, it's an interesting experience. All right, we'll got to take a break. We'll be back in a second. Buying or selling a home is one of those experiences where you really find out the difference between somebody who's, simply licensed to do a job and somebody who's genuinely great at it. Because almost every real estate agent out there can put a listing online. They know how to do that. They're not going to have much difficulty there. They can unlock a front door. They can walk you through the kitchen. But when things get complicated, when interest rates are shifting, when inspections uncover problems you didn't know about, offers start flying around, or a deal that looks good and then suddenly gets shaky happens to you, you need the experience at that point. And that's when you want someone from realestateagentsitrust.com, someone who actually knows what they're doing, right? Someone who has gone through this process that realestateagentsitrust.com has created. Actually, our own Glenn Beck did create this company years and years ago because he was tired of hearing horror stories, but also dealing with them himself. He went through a lot of crap when he was, when you're in radio, you're buying and selling homes all the time. You're moving around the country all the time. He had to do this his whole life. He wanted to solve this problem. He's the guy to do it, considering how many times he moved. Realestateagentsitrust.com, going to connect you with the agents that are best in your area. Experience, professionalism, a real track record of success. Go to realestateagentsitrust.com. It's a free service to you. Realestateagentsitrust.com. All right, go to blazetv.com/Stu and Dave and sign up. We would love to have you here. Drop in comments whenever you can. Do it in the chat. We would love to see your comments in the chat. We need to hop in the chat a little bit more, Dave.
We do.
It's a new life goal for both of us.
I agree. We like you guys.
Yeah, we do. It's awesome. We love your comments. A couple comments from Brian Allen. He writes, slogan for Dave's soap. You're creating a new soap brand. How about this? Rub a little Dave on yourself.
I agree.
Yeah, great.
Let's do it.
I would buy that. I would totally buy Dave soap.
Let's Fight Club soap it up.
Yeah, let's do it. And then we have Ted AR who writes, y'all should know Matt's before haircut. Oh, we should all show, Matt's before haircut pic so you could do a split screen before and after Aryan Nation with Matt, who was on the show the other day. Of course, Normal World alum. I can't picture him any other way than what I saw him the other day.
Oh, no, he used to have a bit of hair.
Really?
Well, he did actually. He had hair, and then he just started balding and was like, screw it, I'm going to shave it because I'm going to look like a good, bald, tough guy, which it worked.
I will say it's the right move.
It is the right move.
It's the right move. Just get rid of it. Then, I from what I hear from people who've done it, they get annoyed because it's kind of hard to keep up with sometimes to maintain. But I think it's the right move.
Yeah, you look confident.
You do.
As opposed to desperate.
Yeah, it's true. And you look a little Aryan in certain circumstances.
He is very pale.
Yes.
And he looks very racist.
Yes, he looks like he's going to be in an Ed Norton movie.
Yes.
All right, DaveLandau.com. Get your tickets to go see Dave all over the country. Tons of dates coming up. Make sure you get out to one of them. And PredictableShow.com. We're going to go over the Thomas Massey race today. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you tomorrow.